And already they're setting up, but look. Already Dark Wave coming in. Demon Kai taking down the Fracture, all in. But Light coming in for the re-engage. UA pops in Crimson Beacon, able to get a Lantern Flare. Edward jumps in now with the Brave Spider. It's going to be Nino in the back line as Edward.
Way taking a lot of damage, might just go down here.
Alec will take a few shots. Nino! With Inferno Pursuit now jumps again. Another jump forward, but now he's caught in a bad place. Has another proc of the Inferno Pursuit. Will be able to go for the jump again and again. Over Turtle 1. Nino in the back going in for UA. Suzuki's going to be taken very low by Edward. He's going to go for the stun. Glorious Pathway coming down as the Turtle was already secured by Demon Cap, but now it's going to be Nino all alone. Crimson Beacon and Lantern Flare picking him up. He's trying to go for the pursuit. Dark Wave by Nino. Jumps over on Edward. Gets another proc, but will be slain by Edward.
Alec has to get out of here with a Tsunami Slam. Looking for the escape.
Alec cannot escape. Okay, but now they're going to go for the dive in the bottom lane. Alec flicker in, Tsunami Slam, Fracture come down, and all in over on Edward. And it's a pick down below, but look at the response from Aurora Gaming. Glorious Pathway.
Arfi just needs to go home at this point. He's got to get out of here. The BMI, the Blazing Duet.
Canceled out now, the pickup and the throw down back, but
Alter Ego, but not anymore, because AE, they're willing to fight. A little bit of pressure, Tsunami Slam.
And the lockdown now with Hijime going for the sun as well. Big bonk, Alec gonna be taking it now. Good taunt coming down as Nino rotates and flanks him on the other side. It's the Inferno Pursuit to take him down as Yasuke goes in with a helmet of Dark Wave from Nino over on UA, but the Crimson Beacon gets him to safety, and now they go back to the mid lane. Alright. In the bush, Arfi's gonna try to go for the cancel situation, and all in coming down. Arfi Blazing Duet, Tsunami Slam based on a Purify, and they get the kill on Doming onto Arfi.
To stumble, and that's why Aurora's backing off.
Tsunami Slam with the Glorious Pathway again. UA able to go for the Crimson Beacon, flicker up from Hijime, but it gets picked up and thrown back to the Freya's Light, goes in with Edward, but Alec is still able to sustain. Arfi
into the backside with a Blazing Duet.
Gets big bonked on him. Now the Fracture coming in from Yasuki to take Doming Kai down as Nino continues to jump back and forth. Inferno Pursuit, but now it's UA to lock him down. He goes for one last one, but Edward cuts him down in way too early, and now Aurora's holding the turret, the Lord.
Dance has begun. Alter Ego making their move to conceal from Alec.
You know, walking up, but Edward doing the same thing now with the help of the Glorious Pathways. The Tsunami Slam is able to lock Edward down, but now look at the damage on Hijime. It's Edward in the back with Light.
And now Yasuke goes down as well. Alec all on his own.
Nino jumping to the back line now, trying to go for the Inferno Pursuit, but again it's going to be Doming Kai and Yue going for the damage. Doming doing enough to take Nino down with the help of Yue.
They're winning head-on initiations, but they're able to find resources to take away from Yasuke. Light counter the initiate.
Yep. Now it's going to be the disengage from Nino. He goes for the Dark Wave, landing it onto, but now Edward forcing to fight. That's good. Tsunami Slam to cancel out the last portion of the Raging Slash. Big bomb from Demon Kite, and Edward cuts him down again. He's on a killing spree.
Yasuke still in the jungle, gonna try to lock on.
That ain't it. He got taunted by the Demon, and Doming takes him down. Look for the pickup, but can they take Edward down? Tsunami Slam coming down with the burst damage of Hijime, and Edward will have the immortality actually. I think that's enough to get him out, and Edward does survive, and now he goes back in with a helmet of Demon Kite. Meanwhile, Light at the back line with Yue jumping in as Doming goes for the base, but is on force already. Yasuke getting rid of Yue, but Doming Kite's gonna be all over the way. Yue comes in from Arfi.
Nino also trying to block it off as Yasuke works on the Lord.
Nino's all alone, now against 4. He's jumping with it for the pursuit. He's so tanky, but again, he's constantly jumping in as Arfi does a lot of the damage. Dark Wave coming in from Nino, but Doming takes him down.
The minions are cleared, but one more wave against the base.
They're gonna go straight for it. No nonsense. Aurora take game 1.
Massive presence from El Familia here. Aurora Gaming wanna contest.
Edward jumping in. Hijime no flicker. Gonna be brought back into the better airstrike. Now Hijime taking very low. Blazing Duet from Doming.
And back at the Lord. Edward does find the kill, but Demon Kai finds Nino.
There's too many dudes in there. And look at this major cut.
Oh, Dragon, good sidestep by Demon, kind of ganking the bottom lane. Nino gonna be dove on now as they turret jungle, and Edward takes to the skies to pick up a killing spree.
Aurora Gaming giving Alter Ego the Alter Ego treatment right now.
Right, caught on the way to Dragon now. They're gonna give over a stack to Arfi, so
we'll see in the items. We'll check in just a bit. The final turtle will be spawning about 50 seconds. Big fight starts.
All in, you blink and you miss it. Arfi disintegrated. Now they're just trying to go over to the fence. Petrify onto Wars. Doming, Nino going at it over. Gets the knock up as well. Nino in the back now doing more damage as Demon Kite goes in with a steed and runs through Nino.
For a turtle, the math doesn't check out. Edward spots Hijime here, goes into thunder form.
Goes in onto Hijime, forcing a flicker. Edward with a flicker himself. Now Arfi trying to go for the damage, but it's Yue with the shot. Arfi getting barriered away now. Low gets smacked by Light.
There is no escape right now from Aurora Gaming Philippines. Alec does jump in though.
What a peel there. Tectonic charge. And the Blazing Duet from Doming. Nino taking very low, so able to sustain for something. Doming goes back in. Nino still there. It's going to be Alan with Kundo and Yasuke now. Going out of a Demon Kite as his horse.
Alec just trying to get away, but Demon Kite doesn't want to let it happen. Yasuke look for the re-engage.
Weller canceled. Now the blade surge backward. Feather airstrike coming down, and they zone Alter Ego from the purple buff.
It's going to be tough for them.
Whoa. Go Hijume back. Feather airstrike. So much thrown at Hijume, and he can't handle it. Neither can Nino. He has to use the Black Dragon form defensively.
Back at the draft. Yasuke.
No blade surge. And jumps in and kills him!
But you know how light
The tech charge now Edward with a pullback on RP! And he gets the killing spree, but Edward gets shut down. You were able to stun over on Hijume.
Down.
Alec.
Down a bad spot.
Way too aggressive. Edward didn't want to go for the flicker just yet, but the airstrike coming down over on Alec as Yasuke gets pulled back, but is able to blade surge out of there. And now
Wire shot to Farrak. And there's the Farsa starting it up. Phantom Steed from Demon Kite. Turn in mid, about to go down.
Edward, oh my god, Light jumps in again! Tech charge! Now Hijume taking low, they're still able to go for it. Nino with the Furious down in the pressure fight, but he won't be able to lock them down for long. A Cannon in the mid lane as Edward dives in with a bit of crown. Yasuke clears out the Cannon in, but they have another wave.
RP with a couple of free shots and down. Not yet, Edward able to just get away again.
He's ticking down! Hijume able to get a shutdown. Demon Kite on the horse again. Jumps on Yasuke. Bang! Hijume gets away with the Crimson Beacon. Doming's on the base. They can't just end it right here as Nino jumps in, but Yue!
RP keeps on kiting back and forth. He's able to push him away with a couple more shots. I hate this. This is rough. Right now.
Pops in the Crimson Beacon, it's now or never now. Light jumps in the backline, won't be able to find anything now as Ale goes for the Raiders Dragon. Yasuke is able to go for the Blazers, but now Edward!
RP taken out along with Yasuke. Wait, yes.
He gets stomped to the ground, curb stomp, that's Yue. In a 1v1 against Nino as Doming goes for the BMI! Doming! Guns Hijume down! Now it's the base next to the chopping block, and Aurora go 2-0!
He can just run down, forcing a flicker out of Hijume here.
No flicker, it's gonna be all in on him. The taunt as well, Light able to get the first blood. Yasuke very low because of Edward earlier. That's Yasuke trying to get in. Demon Kite walks up, it's an early retry from Yasuke.
Flashbacks from previous games.
Light! Able to get away to Dragon Reggie Kundo now, all in on him. But Light took a bit too many shots. Now gonna go down as well though, so it's a 1-for-1 in the bottom lane.
Has been such a star in this series.
They're gonna all in onto Demon Kite and he goes straight for the friction. That RWM was actually misplaced. Light goes in a big pump from Demon Kite! And now it's Yue! Knocking two members up, Hijume no flicker! 0-2-0, it's a double kill for Demon Kite. The CC saying the scaling tech charge coming down, but Yue, great reaction now. Light definitely going to be looking for the re-engage now as that's going to be Alec isolated, taken out by Doming. Light! Kundo on the way to Dragon, bringing Hijume back and Doming with a double. Now with a big bonk, Yue takes it away.
Aurora Gaming is hunting right now.
Nino next.
No.
Doming with the flicker up from the bravest fighter.
I've been saying this since yesterday, and it was good when Alter Ego only knew one speed, but now they're on the back foot, they're cornering Edward.
No way he gets away from this, right? That's an all-in, and RP picks up a kill, so finally Alter Ego.
Edward down bottom, and Light. Trying to get RP here, he's gone!
Final slash, Edward takes him down. RWM? With no one to follow it up, now Light. This is gonna go in.
Even if Alter Ego score.
Gets a steal, but he gets kicked back into Doming Kite. Now final slash from Edward! Hijume low, it's an all into the backline as Nino gets caught offensive at all, tries to deal some damage again. A big bong that doesn't land, but Demon Kite still gets to kill Doming. Now once Nino still goes for the bravest fighter. The 1v1 will not happen. Edward's gonna try to cancel out the recalls. RP just gonna go for the turret up top, and they're still cutting the waves at the base. He's gonna be targeted out by Aurora.
But there's a Lord at your base right now. And Alec is all alone. They're trying to get back.
RP is already there. Yasuke doesn't have the steed. Lord already at the base right now. As Alex to be caught on the Juju. No! Doming Kite gunning them down! And it's Yue to throw them back! The base wide open! Aurora Gaming Philippines are a game away from cementing themselves! Jumping down to Edward and pursued constantly now onto a River Spider already used up by Edward. Like gonna be picked up now by Alec and by Hijume, but it's gonna be the flicker around us. Doming rotates to the gold lane. It's Nino caught in the midst of it all still. Through the Phoenix and Edward goes through it with Yue. Doming Doming Kite gets rid of Nino.
Leaving lane here and there to look for the plays and the Purify.
Near the Phoenix, man, you can already see the tilt, the desperation. It's now Yazuki jumping with a shocker light! Sun's about to win! Survives it all! A double kill now, Ijume is able to get RBA kill, but it's Yue who rotates.
Alter Ego are desperate at this point. Grasping at straws, grasping at Ghost as Aurora Gaming continues to elude them.
The last shot of the turret gets him down. RB gets one more.
Phantom Steed info, in he comes.
Darkwave canceling it. Raging Sansa will make her with Fury the Phoenix. Everything using the backline. RB does not have Flicker to get torn through by Aurora.
And Nino's gonna drop next. Yasuke on the run.
Light. Oh, he's trying to bait out the flicker. Phantom Steed now comes through. Going for the side, goes over to Zaman for Tsunami sign coming down, but it's only on towards that ball for the Phoenix.
Everyone's able to get away there.
Edward!
Oh, still in the backside. Edward jumps in.
Doesn't get the stun, now gets stunned. Edward! What the hell? Jumps in under the turret and takes two down.
Pull it up.
Raging Sandstorm for the Phoenix. RP taken down by Demon Kite. Tsunami slam, desperate from Malik. Edward jumps back away with the Raven Spider, and now Hijume is shining the light on them.
Yasuke taking a lot of damage as well. It goes down.
Alec standing tall, gonna be taken very low. Domeng takes him down. Another mini wave coming in up top. Ijume is the only one left. He goes in against 4. And now it's Edward who walks up, throws the sword. Domeng gets a double. They've wiped Alter Ego out.
Nino coming up. Arfi as well.
Nino, can he do it? He goes for it again. They go for the clear. Domeng's on the base. Some Monforce coming in. And it is all over.
The age of dominance continues through the Northern Lights. Aurora Gaming Philippines are your M7 World Champions.